if it went down out here.
You wouldn't want to go down out there. It's worm territory.
Worm always comes.
Always.
Dune, rated PG-13.
Go pick up one of DKC's sick-ass shirts. Support Vino's is a home for everyone.
I'll cover up the mess I made with blue roses that
I am invincible. You are invincible too. Look at the principle. I'm not a sensible dude. If you look tired, I won't bring it up. I left my desire for someone I loved. And I said on my knees, a brother is all I need. A brother is all I need. That's all that I need. I'm not an interval, just a knot in the strings you pulled. Lost in the centerfold to block the leak in your soul.
Alright. Welcome to the Sam Smith Audio Show.
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me today.
Oh yeah, dude. Uh Not much shit. I've had a busy weekend. So like I got busy as hell yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah. And apparently I saw you did too, so I was like, oh thank God. I was worried that I fucked it up because I was like, shit, I hadn't been online, hadn't checked my fucking messages all day. This is
No, you're all good. Yeah, Friday night we went and watched Dune, and we went and saw the like 10:30 showing, and it's a 2.5 hour movie. So
yeah. Kurt, is that better? Never mind. Hey, Kurt asked if I could turn you up. I turned you up a little bit, and now he says never mind.
okay, cool.
All right. So, so you went and watched a movie and stuff?
Yeah, we went and watched Dune. I ended up falling asleep like during the middle of the movie,
Oh
and
my God.
yeah, woke up towards the end. Everybody was just like, "Dude, you missed a hell of a movie," and I was like, "I don't think so, man. I don't think
You,
I did."
you fell asleep in the movie theater?
Hell yeah, I fell asleep in the movie theater. I was like, I'd gotten up at like 5 a.m.
Oh
and
God.
yeah, and we went there for the 10:30 showing of Dune, that new movie about like the sandworm thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Oh shit, thanks for the follow, Ada Patata.
Oh,
Boyd,
Ada
Boarded
Potato.
Tundra, Kurt Lunsford, thank you guys for the follow. Yeah, I had people following and shit, new followers before we even started the fucking, before I even hit stream or, I was like, Jesus. I was like, I wish they would have followed whenever I fucking started the stream so I could have given them a shout out like on the spot, you know?
Yeah, proper shout out. It's all right.
Yeah, Jerfus, you gotta support the locals. So, anyways, how have you been? Have you been?
Yeah,
The
I've
like,
been Go ahead, go ahead, sorry.
I was just saying like, um, I hadn't seen you for a while. So, have you been going to shows, local shows and stuff here lately?
No, not really. I haven't been going to many shows. So I really miss shows though. Like don't, you know,
Yeah,
don't get that twisted, but like I as far as going to shows, I haven't really been to many. I went to Mutants of the Monster.
nice.
Uh I went to one of those days. I
Yeah,
went to I think that might have been like my only show? Question mark? I don't know. I don't think I've
shit.
really been to many shows in like the last 2 years. I think I've last 2 years or so, I've probably been to, like, maybe 3 shows,
Yeah,
2 at the most.
because of COVID, trying to social distance and all that.
Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah, that's and that's a big part of why I'm doing the podcast like this now. Because I used to, I would have people come into the studio and shit, And
Yeah.
with COVID spikes happening again, stuff, I was like, I'm gonna go to Twitch. And two, I mean, Twitch is better. I can do way more stuff with OBS. Got the green screen and shit, so
Oh
it's
yeah.
like way cleaner than just like. I mean, I like the in person thing, but I'm way more comfortable like this too. I don't even have to worry about like my studio anymore. Just
No,
like
I
I have
totally get it.
guitars and guitar string and shit laying around places messy as fuck.
I mean, you see my room. My room's a fucking mess. Like that's all my clean
Yeah.
clothes sprawled out on top of my couch over there. So
Yeah. Well, if you've watched any of my past episodes that I did with other local artists and stuff, the studio's usually.
yeah. So I this is actually my first time. And like, don't take offense to this or anything, but like, I'm really bad about just like checking out other local stuff.
Oh,
You
it's
know.
okay.
So like, this was my first time
I
actually
am too.
like.
Like the only other, and this is bad on my part, being a podcaster and stuff. I should support like all the local podcasts, but like the only other local podcast that I actually watch is Crashcast. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of other ones. I used to watch Same Old Devils, but you know, they hadn't been doing anything for a long time. So like, I
Yeah.
miss those guys. I miss Randy.
There's Crashcast, there's Same Old Devils, there's Death Metal Dicks,
Okay.
there's uh I know our guitarist's wife and our old bass player's wife have a podcast together. They do like a true crime thing, but the name is just escaping me right now, so I don't
Yeah.
remember the name of that.
Yeah,
But I mean, there's a lot
if
of
you run
podcasts and
across
stuff.
any links for like good suggestions on podcasts, and send them my way because like I love listening to other people's shit. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, of course.
oh yeah, yeah, and supporting the local scene and stuff. So this season's been all about streamers and stuff. And so when I saw that you were streaming, I was like, nice, he's a fucking streamer. I haven't had
Right,
him
yeah.
on my fucking podcast to talk to him about his band yet, like I have everybody else in the scene has like. So I was like, I can knock out two birds at one stone with this season by booking him. So it's like that's fucking great.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. So with the stream and stuff, how long
Hmm.
have you been a streamer? How long has that been going on?
So, I started streaming right when COVID happened, you know? And,
Yeah,
I was super super bored at home. I decided, like, since I'm gonna be playing video games anyways, I might as well try and, like, have conversations and just,
you're
like
good at it,
you think so? I think I'm
dude.
fucking terrible at it.
No, you're great. Like I told my buddy Jerfus, I was like, you gotta go and watch this guy's stream. You will fucking like it. He's interactive as hell. I love the fucking vibe check thing. That was like, I was like, that's
Vibe
fucking
check.
great.
Squirrel.
Okay, so he's like giving the audience, like he's interacting with his fucking audience really well, especially with the vibe check, letting them like, hey, we don't want to raid this guy. You know what I mean? Because if they don't talk
Yeah.
to you, they're not going to talk to your audience, so it's not worth giving them the raid. Like I
Oh,
love
yeah,
that
yeah, of
though.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So is that? Is,
I'm not going to hop like just throw my people at somebody that's like super like not interested in their chat or is like super like I get that there's some games that you have to be super like attentive towards and like
yeah,
Call of Duty and stuff like that. That's mostly FPSs where it just takes a lot of skill and then at the end of the game or the end of the match you like look over at chat and you're just
yeah.
like I missed a lot and then you go back into that. Like I want to
Some
be
of
able
those
to.
guys can fucking monitor chat and be into the game, and it's like, how in the fuck?
Yeah, I can't do that stuff. That's why I play
No.
like story games and stuff like that. That way I can talk to my friends, you know.
Yeah, I've got ADHD. Fucking, it won't allow me to do that. Like I got raided with a party of fucking 25 one time and didn't even
Yeah.
notice it until like the dude that raided me was already off my channel and everything. I was like, "Oh my fucking god. I can't believe I missed it." He was really cool about it. Like I messaged him later on like, "Hey, I'm sorry that I missed you. I was in this fucking game."
Yeah, I was
And
in
he
the
was like,
zone,
"Oh, it's
man.
cool." He was like, "That kind of shit just comes with like over time and stuff." He knows that I just started streaming, so he was like, he was like, just pay attention to the chat. Next time he was like, it's a learning lesson. So I was like, yeah, bet, dude, really fucking cool at it.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
sick.
yeah. So, like, I mean, what's your favorite game that you've streamed so far?
Um, my favorite game that I've streamed?
Yeah,
Um, damn. Huh. I would have to go with, as far as streaming goes, I love playing, horror games.
yeah, yeah,
But I think probably Little Nightmares 2 is actually probably my favorite game that I've streamed, solely because, like, I was talking with chat the entire time. There were a lot of times where I was just unable to beat a level, but, like, every time that I would attempt it, it was apparently just hilarious. I got a lot of clips out of it. It was super funny.
yeah.
But,
Hell
yeah, it
yeah,
was a super fun game for me, in my opinion. I don't know. A lot of people will tell you something different when you ask them that because
yeah,
I just love horror games, so
yeah, yeah. So I get that. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, there's a lot of people that love that genre, the whole
yeah.
horror genre. You know what I mean? Whether it's games or movies, so it's always a good choice. It's always gonna That's always gonna be popular. It's always gonna be drawing a crowd with that kind of content.
Yeah, of
So
course.
I totally get that. I don't draw in a crowd with my games because I do O's and shit. And
Right.
yeah, they can get boring in times whenever you're not like doing raids and shit, and you're just doing like questing. People tend to
Yeah.
like bounce out, and then when you start a raid, people like bounce back in, and it's like, welcome back, dude. I'm glad that you hopped back in when it got interesting.
Yeah, I'm
But
really, really bad about not playing MMOs because they just do not look fun at all. Like that and just
yeah,
straight strategy games. I just every time I see someone else playing this, I'm just like, how do people get excited about this kind of stuff? But
yeah,
the people that play those games will it's just grind city, man. That's all they do is just grind in those games and grind and grind and grind.
yeah. It
And
seems
I
that
have that
way,
kind
but
of
what it
mindset.
is it's addictive. Shit's like a drug. Once you get started, you'll fucking just once you get into MMOs, chances are you'll get so fucking consumed in that shit, you'll be
Sure.
playing and look up and it's been fucking 4 hours and only seems like it's been 30 minutes. What in the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, what about your setup? Like, what are you using? What are you using to
For
stream with?
gaming,
Yeah.
so I have 2 ring lights up here covered with Walmart sacks because,
Yeah.
I don't remember the word for that, but, like,
Oh, so what's the
diffusion, I
point in the
guess?
Walmart set?
Diffusion, like light diffusion, that way it's not like a straight ring around my eyes,
Oh
whenever
yeah.
because I have to wear glasses, but,
Oh yeah, yeah.
um, I,
I get that.
I bought a pre-built gaming PC a long time ago that was really bad, had, like, a 1650 Super in it and a, like, i5 2 gens ago processor,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I got rid of the motherboard and that, got, like, an i9 in there now. I have a 30 gaming card or graphics card in there. I have, like, every console that's came out in the last 15 years in my room with a
Holy shit.
yeah, I mean, that's not a lot. It's like 6 or 7 consoles. But I just pretty much just kinda got bored one day. I was just like, "I'm gonna start streaming," and then I started actually taking it serious when I got my first $100 payout.
Yeah,
I was like,
nice.
"This is gonna be fun." So,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just doing my thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. So are you planning on I mean, so are you at a point where like that's what you're doing full time now? Or
For streaming,
yeah.
it's something that I could do full time. I don't know if it would be beneficial, like, money-wise, but, like, I pretty
I was
much try to stream, like, every single day,
yeah.
on except for days that, I just absolutely can't, but, I mean, like, it's more of still of a hobby. It's just like I hop on
Yeah.
the game and, you know, people hang
You don't
out with
want to do
me
it
and
full time because then it'll turn into a job and it won't shit, right?
well, so, like, as far as this becoming a job, it's something that I love, so I don't think I would hate it that much, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But as far as, like, doing music full time goes, I feel like that could turn into a job, and that could be something that I'm just like, "Oh, man, I have to
yeah,
go to work today," you know,
yeah,
type shit. And I don't really I don't know if that's, I get asked the question a lot. It's like, "Would you rather be a famous streamer or a famous, musician?" And, like, it's kind of a coin toss, you know, because it's like you don't know which one you want, but, like,
yeah,
I don't really care to be famous either at the same time. Like, as long as I'm having fun and, like, able to pay my bills and do my do my shit, then
yeah,
I'm chilling, you know? Like,
yeah.
who cares
You're
if
just
I'm
staying
famous?
humble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
You're
for sure.
just trying to survive. That's awesome, though, dude. So, go for gold. So, how long have you been a
Yeah.
part of Go for Gold?
So, me and Jared, our guitarist, actually started Go for Gold back in 2017.
Yeah,
4 years ago, probably in, like, summer 2017. I was playing guitar. Jake Sanders, the old vocalist of Levels, was the, vocalist for Go for Gold at the time. Dalton Kinnerly from Levels played bass, and Ryan Tabot, played drums for us. Anyways, we recorded the song "Let Me Go," um, with Jake as our vocalist at the time. Uh,
yeah,
we released it and, had a really good response. So we ended up, uh, finding out that Jake didn't wanna do it anymore, which still love Jake, you know? So we decided that we were looking for a new vocalist. I pretty much just straight up auditioned, and Jared was like, "I like this. That's fine." And then we never found another vocalist, so now I'm the vocalist of Go for Gold.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's
that
awesome. I mean, dude, I love your vocals. You got a fucking voice and shit. It's like
thank you, man. I think
so.
I have a very unique sound as far as, like, tone goes, but
Well, it goes perfect with Go for Gold sound. So it's like, and honestly, I could not imagine that band with another vocalist, like, because it,
right.
it just wouldn't be the same anymore. They'd have to, like, if I feel like if, like, what I'm saying, if you're not doing vocals, that band, I feel like it wouldn't be.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
It's the same way with, like, the Real Friends thing that's going on now. I don't know if you're familiar with the band Real Friends or not.
No, I
But,
hadn't heard of them yet.
um,
I'll look them up after this, though.
so they were a really big band for a while, and Dan, he also streams on Twitch.
Okay.
But they
Yeah,
were a really
Dan
big band
Renfro, right?
no,
Or
no, it's Tanuki Dan.
Oh, Tanuki Dan.
So Dan was the singer of Real Friends. His name was Dan Lambton. And he ended up stepping away from Real Friends, and they got a new vocalist, which was the guy from Fountain Youth or Youth?
Okay. Yeah,
Fountain
yeah.
Youth, maybe? Or was it Fossil Youth? I don't know. Fountain Youth, probably. And now they're doing this whole rebuilding their image thing because their old vocalist Dan had a voice that was just recognizable, you know.
Yeah.
So that's like I don't know. That's similar to the thing that you were talking about a second ago. Like if I was to leave Go for Gold, that would be a weird thing, right?
Yeah, 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 for sure. It would be different. That's for sure. Um, so I mean, how long have you been doing vocals in general? I mean, you're good at singing. Do you take lessons or anything?
No, I never took a lesson. I probably should. I've thought about taking lessons recently.
Yeah.
Um, but I just
I
kind
mean, I
of
think what you
started.
have going on is fucking great. I thought you already
Well, dude,
took
thank you, man.
lessons. Like, I don't
No, I don't.
know if you need lessons. Might fuck up what you already got going.
No, I, I have been one of those car singers, I guess. You know, where you would just turn on a song in the car and just be straight loud and just screaming along to your favorite music and, you know, just being super loud about it and I
Yeah.
guess doing its own thing, right? And it just kinda turned into, "Hey, we have Auto-Tune in this DAW. Let's put it on your voice, see how it sounds." So,
Yeah.
I guess anybody sounds good with a little bit of Auto-Tune. I
So
was
you
never
use
really
auto tune for your voice?
I mean, everybody does, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody does. Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, look. I think you sound just as good live though as you
Really?
fucking yeah.
How many Go
Shit.
for Gold shows have you been to? If you don't mind me asking.
One. Yeah,
1?
dude,
And
I
you think we
didn't
sound
start going
good?
to shows until right before the fucking pandemic. So I used to go to
Really?
shows all the time when I was a teenager, shit, you
Mhm.
know? And I stopped going to shows and shit when I was probably about like 18 or something like that.
Sure.
And then I'm like 30 now, so I was like, man, right before the pandemic hit and shit like that, I was like, man, I got into this like funk and I was like, I need to do something. You know what I mean? I need to be more social and interactive. I was like, I hadn't been to Vino's in years. Something I used to love doing and shit. And fucking, I saw, what was it? Halloween, cover show. Anyways, I went to a show
Oh, you went to that one?
yeah, and
Okay.
I think that was the first one I went to whenever I first got back into shows and shit. And nobody knew who I was back then. I wasn't really promoting the podcast that much. I wasn't.
Sure.
I was doing solo episodes. Wasn't even doing interviews and shit at that time. And so I
Right.
just went, stood back in the corner, and I realized, like, damn, why did I ever quit doing this? Why did I ever quit coming to Vino's? It's like my favorite place in the fucking world.
Well,
I
like, I don't wanna sound weird about this or anything, but there was a time where going to Vino's just sucked.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And
Oh, okay.
I don't know where, like, where it came from or what happened in the community
You
to,
remember
like,
when the
spark it
village
back up.
opened up?
I think I was a little young, but I remember going to shows at the Village. I don't know about when it
Yeah.
opened up.
I was young as fuck, but it was like, around that time, like after the village and shit, like the whole scene started, like, was weird for a long time. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't any shows coming through. The hardcore scene wasn't the same and shit. Um,
Sure.
back around like, I don't know, like 2008, 2010, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It was like fucking weird as hell. And so I totally get where you're coming from, you know what I mean? But,
Right.
you know, like shit had started back up and started like the scene had started growing again. And I was just so disconnected with it for so long that like I didn't even know that it was popping until my buddy Ryan, he told me he was like, dude, the music scene and shit with pop punk and shit like that is bigger than it's ever been. I was like, really? And we was playing D&D and shit. We was having a D&D
Yeah.
session and shit, and he was like, you need to start coming to shows and stuff. And he was telling me about his band and shit like that, Anchor the Appetite and stuff. And I was
Oh,
like, bet,
okay, so you're talking about,
Ryan
Ryan,
Self, yeah.
yeah, Self, that's right.
Yeah, that's like my oldest childhood friend. Shout out to
Oh, yeah.
Ryan. Love you.
Yeah, I love Anchor the Appetite, love those guys.
Oh, I fucking love them so much, dude. They're awesome people and they make fucking great music.
Yeah, they're super talented guys.
Super, super talented. So yeah, I did a podcast actually with Noah. That was
Yeah, I saw that,
yeah, that
actually. I
that
didn't
was
get to watch it, but
yeah, it was really fun. Um
yeah,
I don't know if I put it up on I think that was just a Spotify episode.
yeah.
Spotify
That's where I listen to
exclusive.
most of my podcasts anyways, or unless somebody comes out with a video interview, then I
Yeah.
normally hop in on that, so
So I'm doing more videos now than I am with other stuff because people damn, 5 messages deleted by a moderator or that was trying to spam my shit.
get banned, idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you ever deal with like people spamming your chat and stuff whenever you're live? Do you have problems like that? You have to.
Dude,
I
this one
notice
I have
Kurt
what
moderates for you, so.
yeah, Kurt mods, but he mostly causes problems, but it's
Oh.
okay. It's he likes to pick fights, but so I had this one specific time where I was playing fuck, what was that game? Um damn it. Is it The Last of Us? What was that big game that came out recently? Not recently, but like in the last 2 years that was like was it The
Oh,
Last of Us
Cyberpunk?
2?
Was it
No,
Cyberpunk?
was it The Last of Us 2? I think. Hold on, let me Google it real quick.
There's a lot
La
of like big games that have came out over the past 2 years. So
Yeah, it was The Last of Us 2. So I was playing The Last of Us 1,
okay.
a day before The Last of Us 2 came out, and I was about to finish the game, and somebody decided to make 30 fucking accounts and
Oh
come
shit.
in and just straight raid my shit and just hit me with nothing but spoilers for the next game
Oh my
and
god.
telling me oh man, I was hurt. I was hurt.
Yeah, that
It sucked.
sucks. Holy shit, dude. That is like dump. So what'd you do about it?
Well, at the time I was streaming from like my I don't remember if I was streaming from
Did
a
you tell them
laptop or
like, hey,
not.
stop fucking spoiling the game for me? Like,
Well, so they were spoiling it in a way that I didn't know it was being spoiled because they were spoiling a character that wasn't like to me. I thought they were just saying shit.
oh,
And I was like, what the hell is going on? And then sure enough, I played the game the next day and that's exactly what happened in the game. Like, oh
uh,
my God.
uh,
Yeah.
well,
So
I mean, did you get a bunch? Did you get followers and shit from that raid or?
It wasn't like a raid. It was like almost like a hate raid type deal where people would
Oh,
just come in and just be a fucking asshole to you, you know?
yeah, I haven't had that happen yet. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God, dude. That stuff sucks. You
Damn.
should definitely
So
set up a
that's a
panic
thing,
button.
huh?
Yeah. You should definitely set up a panic button to like run ads and stuff as soon as somebody hops in your chat and starts being crazy.
I mean, how many times does that happen to you? Quite a bit, or?
That's happened like 2 or 3 times. Also I also got hit with the follow bots and stuff back when I first started streaming. So
Uh,
like there was a time where I had like 3,000 followers out of nowhere
yeah,
and I had to like report to Twitch that I got follow botted and so like that really fucked my stats up really bad too.
yeah, that sucks. Wow. Shit, man. Yeah, I'm fucking like so I'm fucking like my numbers and shit for my view like my average viewers, it'll fucking get up and then it'll drop right before I fucking hit affiliate. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how does that even happen? And so I figured out
Just stick with it.
I figured out the algorithm. If you
Yeah.
fucking you could have 18 people in your stream, but when you go to raid or when you go to end the stream or raid somebody or whatever, if you only have one fucking person watching, that's how it's gonna count that video. That's how it's gonna count the viewers and shit. So, like, I had a deal where I had like fucking 18 people in my shit because somebody raided me, and whenever I went to raid somebody else, and all of those people just started jumping off while I was fucking looking for somebody to raid. And so,
Yeah.
and I didn't notice it because I was looking for somebody to raid. I wasn't watching my fucking viewer count, which watching my viewer count isn't something that I do anyways anymore. I
Yeah,
did
I
for the
hide my viewer
first.
account.
You monitor the viewer count?
No, I hide mine.
Yeah, I hide mine too. Now, it was something that I watched it for like maybe the first couple of streams. Then I was like, it's pointless watching it, you know. But all of the viewers hopped off though, and so I had like fucking two people on whenever I did the raid and fucking live. So it made like it only counted the people that were there when we're live stream or whatever for my
So,
average.
the average viewers goes off of the amount of time you were live. Say you were live for 3 hours and you had 7 viewers for 1 hour,
Yeah.
10 viewers for another hour, and then 5 viewers for another hour. So it would say that you had 7 average viewers, or like 6.5 average viewers or whatever, because it takes how long you were and takes that number and then divides it by how long you were, how live. Oh my God, I'm having a stroke.
I
How
get you.
long you were live. What the hell was that? Okay.
So
I
have
don't
you
know
been
what's going
drinking?
on. No, I might just be really stoned or something. I don't know.
Oh, so you
Uh,
smoke a little bit?
yeah, that do.
Okay, I didn't know if you did or not. I was like, cause I smoke during my streams, shit like that. Like I have a whole window just for like just for a smoke, so people can watch me roll a joint.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So like,
That's funny.
whenever I'm doing solo episodes or whenever I'm fucking playing a game, like yeah, cause like I have a lot of I'm a part of a community on Discord called Toasty Crew, uh, a whole bunch of weed streamers and stoners. Just I have a really good community of streamers that help each other out and shit. And shout out to the Toasty Crew because I know a few of them are probably watching right now. Um, but yeah, it's something that's like I think that we need to break down that fucking white the white people marijuana, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And like shout out to
I
all the
mean,
fucking people breaking that stigma by doing live streams with fucking like, you know what I mean?
yeah, just
Fuck it,
like
man.
hanging
Put
out.
that shit
I don't
out there.
make
Normalize it. We're
yeah, I mean,
normalizing this shit.
I agree. I think weed should be normalized.
Yeah.
There is a stoner atmosphere that I don't appreciate where it's just nothing but like just when you're showing off like stereotypes where it's just like I'm super lazy, I don't like
Yeah,
you can
no.
tell
All
you're
the
like
stoners I
bathed in the
know are
community.
fucking busting their balls at streaming.
Yeah, yeah. So like I don't make it a part of my I don't know, I guess streaming persona or character, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
I
no,
don't
it's
make
not
smoking
for
weed that
everybody.
my thing. Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
I just kinda hit my pin a couple times and then just have like over the top reactions to
Oh
things
yeah.
because I'm anxiety driven.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that's I mean, that's why most people because of like you know, anxiety issues and things like that. That's why I use it, you know what I mean? Like I've got my medical card and all that shit, you know. That's the best
No, I
thing that
get it.
ever did getting that, man, you know, is they have way more fucking variety with dispensary versus like Joe Blow down the street.
Sure. I get it. I
Yeah.
remember the first time I walked into a dispensary, I was so just overwhelmed.
Yeah,
It
you
was
don't
like,
really know what to do, right?
yeah.
S-
I asked the lady, I was like, "What can I get?" She's like, "Anything. What do you want?" I was like, I don't know." It's like, "You want this?" I was like, "Yes." She was like, "Have it." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. Okay.
And she's like, "You want some of
What you
this?"
get for the first time?
I ended up just over shopping my
Oh my god.
entire yeah, I spent like $250 in the dispensary, which is
Holy
not a
shit.
lot yet. But we were in California where it was, recreational. And
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
walked in,
Probably
I
way
was like,
bigger varieties than our dispensaries here too,
dude,
huh?
they have apps where you can get weed delivered to you. And like
Really?
back when I was like I don't know, really actually like smoking weed. Like now I don't actually smoke flower. I just like hit cards and dabs and stuff. But I like
Better
back
for
when I was
you, right?
sure, I don't know. I just
Well, I
I don't
mean,
get
you know,
couch locked
flower, of
on the
course, it's like tobacco. Flower fucking puts off, you know, more resin and shit like that. So, it's like tobacco, it puts off resin and shit. You know, it's like people switching to nicotine vapes. You know what I
sure.
mean? So I completely see, like, you know, where you'd feel that, so you're fucking your body up as bad. You still get that stress relief, right?
Yeah, I kinda just, like I don't know, it's mostly just, like, I hit this thing a couple times, and then I zone out at my computer for 3 hours, and then I, like, walk away and then eat, like, half a pizza, you know?
That
Like, I'm just
seems like
chilling.
some strong shit that you're aping on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God damn. So it takes you 3 hours and a whole pizza to start the stream.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't know. There's been times where I would hit that pin and just be like, "I'm not streaming
You
tonight." I
seem
remember
like
one time
you
Sorry,
seem
go
like
ahead.
a busy person, like, you seem like, the type of person, like, where, you don't get lazy very often.
So I do get lazy. Don't let this, don't
Well,
let
you're
this
doing so
fool
much
you.
shit with the music and the streaming, you've got a lot going on.
Yeah, it does get overwhelming. I'll say, like, doing that, like, I can't even log in to well, I can't say I can't log into Facebook. Like, I log on to Facebook, and, like, every day that I check Facebook, I have, like, an overwhelming amount of notifications or on my messengers, just people being like, "Hey, man, check out my band." And I love checking out new bands and stuff, don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but, like, when I have 45 people in my inbox telling me to do it at once, it does get overwhelming.
yeah.
And, like, I can't give people, like, their honest opinions and stuff, so, like, I don't know,
People
like, other
don't
things
really I would assume that when you get to a status, like, where you're at and stuff, then, you're not getting a whole lot of honest opinions, or, you're getting more people just kissing your ass or whatever because they want to be close to you
I
or
wouldn't
something.
even I don't know, like, so,
Like,
in my
or
opinion,
they're
we're
afraid
not
of, like, upsetting you or whatever, so they don't wanna tell you an honest opinion about a song or
so
something?
personally, I get more, like, just well, I can't say more, like, we get a lot of love, don't get me wrong, but I get a lot of just, like, backhanded, like, just hate out of nowhere.
Oh my
Like,
god.
somebody's just like, "You're fucking," like,
I mean, you seem
I
like a
don't even know.
nice guy, I don't see how anybody could hate you.
Dude, people hate on me just because they want to. It doesn't even hurt my feelings anymore. When we first started, sure, but, like, now I'm just like, "Yo," I mean, never met you, dude, but, whatever.
Gonna be honest with you, those people are probably just jealous of you.
I don't know.
Yeah. My wife says
The
they don't have a life of their own.
They don't have a lot
Yeah,
exactly, yeah, I
she's
mean
sitting here beside me, she was like, "Fuck those people."
fuck 'em, man. I don't know, like, it's sometimes it's the same people that I'll see at our shows too, that are
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, yeah, like, Go for Gold, they're just they're overrated, nobody cares about, like, those guys and stuff, but, it's the same people that I see their band will, not work as hard as our band did. Like, when we first started, I was just grinding as hard as I could to get us to like 100 monthly listeners. And then once we got to 100 monthly listeners, I
Yeah.
was trying to get us to 500 monthly listeners.
Yeah.
And I remember when we broke our first 1,000 streams, and I was
Yeah.
like so fucking excited. My mom actually got me this thing. Hold on, let me find it. My mom actually got me. ah, okay, here we go. She got me this thing. Can you see
Yeah.
that?
Uh-huh.
For
That's awesome.
when in the end hit 500,000 streams.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, 500,000 streams, it was so cool, and, it was,
Yeah.
like, a really, like, I
In
don't
the
know,
end
not
is
I
a
don't wanna say
fucking
emotional,
great
but
song. So, y'all's music video quality is
Sure.
fucking phenomenal. Like,
Well, thank you, man.
who did the last music video? And I want to say it was Daydreamer. Is that the last music video y'all made?
Daydreamer, so our last
Or
video we did was Step Out.
oh yeah, Step Out. My bad. Okay,
No, you're good.
so I don't know
Daydreamer
why the fuck I was thinking
LP.
Daydreamer.
But Step Out we did, with Joe Lane. We went to
Now that I'm thinking about it, Daydreamer's kind of older, right?
yeah, Daydreamer is our first, LP that we released back in 2017,
Yeah, yeah,
2018,
yeah. That's
and,
why I was like, so I'm just like,
uh
I've got YouTube fucking the background. I'm just like sitting here looking at
just
y'all's
scrolling
shit and
through.
stuff,
No,
scrolling through on YouTube and stuff.
you're all good, man. The we went to the what was that fucking place called?
Well, I know
Someplace
y'all
in
did a
Eureka
lot of
Springs.
the footage up in
Crescent
Eureka
Hotel.
Springs.
Yeah,
Yeah, at the
Crescent Hotel,
Crescent
that's what it
Hotel in
was.
Eureka Springs. So, I mean, how was man, that was fun, right?
It was fun until the cops, like, shut us down and, like, pretty much forced us to not have the rest of the video, so we had
What?
to use, like, stock footage.
Oh man,
So that's why there's, like, firefighters and shit in that video. It's because we couldn't record the rest of the video. So because the
why?
cops, like, just shut it down.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, so they never gave y'all a reason why they shut it down? Like,
So they were saying that we were being too loud. So when we got the room, for the hotel, we were in contact with the manager. Um, and the manager was like, "Yeah, we'll put you at the end of the row. We're gonna make sure that nobody has a room near you. You guys can use whatever you need. Just let us know if you need something." And then sure enough, we get there. The guy that we talked to isn't there, and they put this old couple next door to us that was like that goes there every weekend or something.
fuck.
And it was just so crazy, man, that
Yeah,
we spent all this time planning this out. We get there, we're like 6, 7 hours in. We drove 4 hours or 3.5 hours to get there, you know?
yeah.
Um, but yeah, we did all this planning, had all that stuff worked out, and then right when we were getting the final shots, the
Uh-huh.
cops just shut us down, and we were just like, "Okay, whatever," you know? So
Yeah, fuck it.
Joe just had to work his magic with the stock footage, you know?
Yeah, man. Fucking. So you said Kurt filmed it?
No, Joe.
Oh,
Joe
Joe
Lane
filmed
filmed
it.
it.
Joe filmed it.
Mhm.
Assuming was Kurt there?
Kurt was there
Yeah, yeah.
doing behind the scenes footage.
Nice.
And Kurt does our other videos and stuff. With
Yeah,
Step Out and Loser, we went with Joe Lane though. But Kurt did all our other videos, like
yeah.
Tone, uh that one song that's like "Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na." I don't
Uh,
remember the fucking song for it. Yeah, I don't know. If you asked me our song names, I couldn't tell you what they sounded like.
really?
I forget them all the time.
As you, oh, I mean,
I'm just stupid.
so memorizing lyrics and shit, is that like do you go over do you just like go over shit before shows and stuff just to I mean, is the shit pretty much like just like burned in
So the shit's burned in my brain mostly from like the writing and I mean, like you'll see all the time that people forget lyrics, you know. Like you like when you get a really catchy song that you like, it's super easy to remember those lyrics. And most of the
Yeah,
time our lyrics aren't like super long or hard. So it's just
yeah.
like it kind of just burns in your brain. And for some reason, every single time that we go to practice, like I do not listen to my band.
Yeah.
Um, I'm really bad about just not brushing over our stuff. So when we go back to practice, it just kind of all comes back to me. I mean, I've definitely forgotten lyrics on stage and stuff like that, but I mean,
Oh
no
man.
one really ever tells.
No one ever
So,
notices. I mean, how
no.
do what do you do when you get into the situation? Try and play it off or
I play it off like I mean, there's people in the crowd that do know the words, so I kind of just hold it out, you know, hold the mic out, let people
oh,
sing their
so
own.
whenever the fucking vocalist holds the mic out, they're really just getting the lyrics.
It's either that or it's just a fan fave lyric, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But like
That's
if I'm holding the mic out in the middle of my verse, it's because I don't know the lyrics to it.
that's fucking hilarious. Now we all know.
Yeah. I'm giving out my tricks.
Yeah. Yeah. Just put it all out there. It's good. But yeah, man. So the next show when's
So our next show is it hasn't been announced yet. I'm waiting on someone else to announce it
okay.
because
Yeah.
it's for a good cause.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but we're gonna be doing some really really nice stuff. As far as local shows go, I'm waiting for somebody to announce that our next show is going to be in like Tulsa or something in January, but that hasn't been announced either. So
Oh, okay, okay. Hell yeah.
yeah, we're gonna be doing some weekenders, getting some other stuff out there.
Okay, nice. So,
Oh,
man, that's how does it feel getting started back up with shows? Like knowing
ah,
that you're right there on the edge of doing some more shows again, that's got to be exciting, right?
so yeah, it's super exciting um to get ready for shows again, solely because it's been like what 2 years since our last show,
Yeah.
and we didn't even get to play our EP release show, which sucked.
Uh,
Um, yeah, so we put out an EP. COVID happened. We weren't able to tour off of it. Now we're getting ready to release the LP, and we're going to straight up go balls to the wall with this one, and try and hit as many markets as we can with it. But as far as how it feels for shows to start back up, dude, I'm so pumped. I did get really fat over quarantine again. Like before Go for Gold started
yeah.
playing shows, I was already bigger and I lost a lot of weight. And then COVID happened, so I put it all back on. Now I'm just kind of in the gym every day again, trying to get ready for it.
Whenever I saw you at any given rooms, oh, you looked good, man. Too bad out of shape and stuff.
See, too bad is the keyword right there, man.
No, you looked good though. Last time I saw you, man. Looked like you was
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
saying,
Yeah. It's mostly just about, like I don't know, like I sit in my room all day and just
I'm
I
sure
don't
once
do
you get back
anything,
up
don't
on
get
that,
active.
I'm sure once you get back up on that stage under those hot ass lights and shit and having to move around a lot, you'll start
I'll start
fucking
working it
losing.
off.
Yeah, you'll start
Yeah.
burning that shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Especially like whenever you guys start like doing, you know, more shows like more often stuff. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we'll burn it off. That long.
Well, I hope so because I've been going to the gym recently and I feel like I'm dying all the time. So,
Really.
yeah,
So
I'm hurting here and my legs hurt and my core
yeah,
hurts. I'm just like, man, if I would have just, did like 100 crunches a day during quarantine, I would
yeah,
not be where I'm at.
nice.
But I
So
just kind of sat and ate pizza and hung out, played video games. So,
hey man, but that's the life, right? Fuck it. I've got a fucking old pizza box right beside me. And, like
yeah,
I
I
just
don't have any
fucking
food near me. I'm hungry though. I haven't eaten today.
yeah,
Not gonna
same
lie.
here. I usually don't eat till like around o'clock every day, and that's why like I'm the opposite. I can't gain weight because like I just don't eat enough. You know? I'll eat like
Sure, I get
once or
it.
twice a day and shit.
I gain weight because I eat too much. So,
See,
like,
I wish I could be, uh,
mm,
have a
so it's not
appetite all
fun.
the
I'll
time.
say it. I'll say it. I mean, I'm like, I have an
Yeah.
appetite all the time. It's mostly just because I'm high though, and like I sit in front of a computer screen and get high, and then I'm just like, I could go eat
Well,
something.
me too. I just don't get the munchies like that. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Dude, not me, man. I'll just be sitting there and just be like, you know what I could go for? A fucking, $15 worth of Chinese food right now. That would be awesome.
oh
Just
my
a
god.
big ass takeout thing. And
Yeah,
then
dude.
after I eat it, I'll just get high again, sit here and look at my computer, and then be like, I could go for a McDouble or,
Yeah.
fucking Taco Bell or something
So
like that, which is
are you like
bad.
in town and shit where that kind of stuff is accessible, or do you have to like drive a ways to go and get that shit?
It's kind of accessible. I mean, that stuff's like 5, 10 minutes away. So
Oh hell yeah.
like, if I can't, like I have before paused my stream to go get
Yeah.
food and then come back, but I don't know. I've never, like, drove out of the way to go get food, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
I know some people will drive 4 or 5 hours to go get, like, In and Out.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
fucking DoorDash shit since I live in the city stuff.
Oh.
Yeah,
We
that's
don't
like
have, we don't have DoorDash here.
that fucking sucks. Gotta be in
Yeah.
a bumfuck town not have DoorDash.
Yeah, I don't wanna say where I'm at,
No,
but
yeah,
yeah,
you're
I
good.
get
I'm
it.
not. I wasn't like leading to that or whatever. I'm not gonna fucking like we're fucking live on the
No,
internet.
I get
Or I'm
it.
not gonna say like with me. I don't mind like I'm in fucking Little Rock, but I mean I'm not gonna tell people where I'm at in Little Rock. But I don't mind telling like talking about the city that I'm in because there's so many fucking people living here. Good luck finding me in the middle of all these motherfuckers, cause like a needle in a haystack. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
there's, like, nobody where I'm at, so
Yeah, yeah.
it'd be really easy to find me. You could just, like, find me at our Walmart, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my god, that's
Yeah, it's
not
that yeah.
fucking hate that. I used to live in a small town like that, and I fucking hated it. I bounced. As soon as I had the fucking finances to bounce, I was like, fuck this place, I'm gone. I like the
I don't
city
mind it.
life, bro.
Shit. Yeah, I like the city life too, but, like, I don't mind living in, like, the quiet hometown, you
Yeah.
know? Solely because it's just, like, nothing is going on, so it's just hanging out, right? And, it
Yeah.
kinda reminds me of I don't know. I don't know, I like the big city aspect, but the hometown thing is just super quiet, and I like that.
So
I guess it's different
what
from
are
my
you
regular
usually
life.
doing when you're not streaming or like
Um, I, like to thrift shop, go find stuff that's super
really?
cheap and then flip it for a little bit more profit.
Hell yeah.
Um, but I mean, other than that, I'll collect Pokemon cards. I don't know if you see like all
You're a
my
collector.
I like to I
Oh, so
so
those are all
I
like
don't know.
Pokemon cards or whatever in the background?
Yeah, so this each one of these are different sets of Pokemon
Oh
ETBs
shit.
or trainer boxes. But yeah, I've been collecting those for a while and I have a really lame gambling addiction, so I like to go to casinos.
Oh, really?
It's not like an actual addiction. I just call it an addiction because it's fun to like freak people out like that. But
Oh, okay. You're not
it's
actually like you feel like you have to fucking go to
nah, it's just super fun. I definitely overdo it when I do go to the casino though.
yeah, you worried me
But
there. I was like, Jesus, Spencer's a fucking
nah,
like
nah, I'm not like that though.
gambling at it. I thought
No,
you was
I
one of
like
these
playing
fucking people
blackjack
that
and
goes
stuff.
to the gas station and you have to buy 100 goddamn lotto tickets before you
Oh,
leave and shit.
dude, I used to work at a gas station before doing Go for Gold,
Oh, so you've
and
definitely seen gambling addicts, real ones.
oh, yeah, of
Sure.
course. I did the closing shift, so I had this older guy that would come in
Yeah.
every single night and spend, like, $250 on lottery tickets, and
What?
then he would do it every night, and no shit, I don't know if he had hit the lottery before that or what, but he
Oh
had
my.
a lot of money to just burn at this doing it, and one time he hit, for $100,000 in front of me, so I was like,
Holy shit.
dude." Yeah, he gave me like $200. I was like, "Cool, thanks,
Dude,
man."
that's awesome. I would fucking like to see the wonder how I wonder how he is if when he goes to the goddamn horse races.
That's probably why he plays the lottery, man. He probably has a
Yeah.
he's not I don't know if he's the very lucky, but I mean, I guess there's strength in numbers, right? If
Yeah.
there's 100 tickets and you can buy 97 of them,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can do it, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're gonna win something. One of them is gonna fucking win.
Yeah, but
Like,
do you know, is it gonna be enough to give you your money back or
no
is it
shit,
just
right? Yeah. That's the kind of shit that scares me. I can't fucking game like that. Like, I've never
That's why they
even
call it gambling,
I've never even been to a casino gambling before. You know.
really.
Yeah, really, have never done it. Never caught my attention because it's like I'm afraid of betting on something that I don't know I can fucking win,
Yeah.
and that shit gives me anxiety. I would if I
No, I
went
get
to
it.
a casino, I'd just be a walking fucking anxiety attack the whole time, and I wouldn't be fun for anybody. Like, I'd have to get drunk and smoke 2 blunts before I went in because I would not be able to gamble without having a fucking anxiety attack sitting at a goddamn poker table, fucking sweating bullets and shit over $20.
Dude. Yeah, I don't know. I just I take, something that I know I could lose,
So
whether that be my like huh?
what kind of games do you
I like playing blackjack and Texas Hold'em. I like playing card games mostly.
okay?
I just like nobody I know likes to play poker, so like that's how I go get my fix. Is I'll go spend like 2 or 3 hours at a poker table, or if I go with friends, we'll go play slots or something like that. But I don't know, slots aren't really my
Yeah.
my favorite.
So you don't shoot craps and shit like that. You
No,
like
I'm just a
playing
card guy.
dice and stuff. Yeah. If I could see myself. I might if I ever fucking tried anything. I'd probably try shooting dice.
Yeah, I don't even understand how dice works. My dad used to tell me that he was like the man at shooting dice. It was like, okay, dude.
Really.
I
Damn.
don't know. I don't know.
I
My
mean,
dad
I
says
don't
so
know
all the
either. I
time.
mean, I've never shot dice at a casino. So, like, I don't know the rules and all that. Um, but it just seemed fun. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
it seems like I don't know. Too like cards just take so long. I don't have the patience to sit there and play cards.
So yeah, I do. I have the patience to do that.
Yeah,
That's why
and
that's
I'm
why I
pretty
sit
sure
down.
there's more to memorize with cards than dice.
Not a
Or
lot, but there's some stuff.
so you have a lot of patience.
Um, I would say I have a lot more patience than a lot of my friends do, yeah.
That's awesome. So, have you been writing, like, so do you write the songs and shit for Go for Gold, or is that like a collective process between you and
It's
the
like a
band member?
collective process between me and Jared.
Okay,
Jared will write like 100% of the music and then, shoot me over something. I'll try my hardest to write at it, and then he'll one up my writing like 99% of the time and then
yeah,
have a better song than me, so we'll just use Jared's song most of the time.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
so,
Jared is my Dr. Dre, bro. I'm just Eazy-E, you know?
yeah, yeah. You're just so he does the writing and the straight.
Yep. He is my Ice Cube.
Hell yeah. I mean, y'all have a good
Well, dude, thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah, yeah. So, are y'all like y'all write all the time or like I'm sure y'all
Um,
write a lot of shit and be like, I think like do y'all have just like a fucking shit that y'all could fall back on, like work on, like tweak or
Most of the time, we're always just trying to move forward and progress with our sound. We haven't found a sound that we truly wanna stick with.
so
Like
you
this
just
new
focus
album.
more on that than actual lyric process, right?
Right. Well, I mean, a little bit of both, like sometimes the lyrics will just come to me or sometimes the lyrics will just come to Jared and Jared will write that down and he'll pick up a melody for it and then,
Yeah,
like, well, it'll just take off and sometimes it's just like they all just fall into place. But as far as like the writing process goes, it's kind of just sporadic, it just happens. And,
yeah.
you know, Jared's one of my best friends, and I wouldn't ask for a better songwriter, dude. Dude's a killer. Dude is a fucking dagger.
So who does all the mixing and stuff with
So on the new album, the one that we just recorded earlier this year, it's Nick Ingram from Capitol House, in Ohio, and he
nice.
crushed it. He did a great job. But all of our older stuff, the Tone EP was mixed by Nathan Close from Close Audio.
Yeah.
He's out. He actually just texted me a second ago.
Okay.
And the Daydreamer album that we released a while back was
Yeah.
Dalton Lee, who now plays drums for us.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so that guy that did working on the last
Yeah.
so he mastered it and everything. mixed and mastered,
So,
or did y'all send it to somebody else for the mastering?
Nathan actually uses someone else. I think his name's Mike Kalajian, but he does stuff with like a Day to Remember and other bands like that.
Ah,
And
nice.
yeah, that's who mastered the Tone EP.
Yeah,
And with the new LP, Nick Ingram actually did the mixing and the mastering for it.
that's
Mm.
awesome. What he's
He
doing?
also recorded the entire
Uh,
thing.
what is it?
He also recorded the entire thing. So Step Out was the one
Yeah.
that he did. If you want some sort of reference track for the entire album,
Okay,
Step Out is the one that he did recently that we just released that he did back in January. So
nice.
yeah.
So Nick Inger, or okay. So and you said he's out of state, right?
Yeah, he lived in Ohio.
I also y'all travel up there for there. Or did y'all just collaborate with everything like remotely?
Yeah, our label at the time paid for us to go up there and gave us the entire studio for I think it was 11 days or something like that. And
Okay, so
we
you're
just
with an
sat around, played.
actual label instead.
We were. Yeah.
Oh, you were? What
Mhm. We
happened?
were.
Why'd y'all
Uh,
drop
we
them?
we just kinda, went separate ways, really. It was mostly
Yeah,
it's just, we ended up, like, not liking which way we were going. We didn't know which way what was like, which way was up at the time, so we were just like, "Alright, we're gonna, do our own thing," and we talked to the label owner, and the label owner was like, "Alright, yeah, we can make that happen." There's no bad blood between us, still love the guys, and it's just how it went.
yeah. But I mean, shit happens. So is that label still up and running, or still?
Yeah, they're still up and running. They also have another record label, like it's like a sister label with Bob Becker,
Yeah.
the old owner or the CEO of Fearless, chairman of Fearless Records,
Okay.
and Nick Moore from In Vogue and Bob Becker from Fearless started a label called Thriller Records, and they're based out of Ohio, I think maybe. Or maybe they're based out of California. I don't remember, but either way, they just started up that label. Go check that out. They have some cool bands.
Yeah, I'll go check that out when we're done this. But anyways, so let's listen to
Okay.
play quality.
Bro, are you sure this is the right place?
I mean, this is the address he gave me.
Just
Man,
so
I
you
knew
know, the
something was off when we
video
promoted
doesn't have the entire song in it. So if you want to check out the actual song on Spotify, that's probably better.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. All right. My Spotify is kind of wonky because I let my subscription fucking run.
Hmm. I can send you a link to it if you'd prefer.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Drop me.
Gotcha. Hold on one
I'll
second.
follow that.
Let me get that real quick. I'll just send you a
Yeah.
link to
'Cause I know
Step
I
Out.
was playing I was just playing y'all's playlist on YouTube before the episode, like before we actually
Yeah.
started. I always try and do the little go. I go live and I can show the starting like that. Kind of gives people like a grace period to like jump in. What you know what I mean?
No, I totally get it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, here you go. Let me go ahead and send this over to you. I'm gonna post this in general on your Discord. That's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
There you go. Check us out right there.
Gotcha.
Anxiety stolen my best Temptation's got me walking in circles, hiding behind the walls of this home. Don't speak too loud, stick to the phone. Put it button and cover up all of the noise. Scared to step out and give effort. Afraid I'll be covered in laughter. Wanting to step out and come into my own. The voices are loud and I'm scared to be known. What a mess I've made that will never be seen by another soul. I've stretched as far as I can reach. This problem might never leave.
Yeah, I'm digging that shit.
Yeah.
I like the drums and shit in that one part.
Won't you save me from all that I don't need? The pills aren't enough to lift me to my feet.
Spencer fucking holding the notes and shit. Beautiful. Hell yeah. So how long did it take to record this song?
This song?
Yeah.
Tracks. This song probably took us. Oh, dude, I have no idea. So we were there for 11 days. So
Oh
probably
shit.
like a day of studio time for not even maybe like half a day of studio time. We came in there and we knew our shit. Nick was cool.
Yeah.
Probably, and I don't even know. It was
You
really
guys are
awesome though.
professionals at this point. Go in, get the shit done, and fucking get out at
Oh
point,
yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, we treat Go for Gold like it's a brand, you know? Like we want to make sure that we're like if we pay for a day of studio time, we want to knock out the entire thing in half a day and actually like take our time with it. And then spend the rest of the day making sure that everything in that sounds good, you know?
Yeah.
We're definitely, I don't want to say perfectionists, but we're we definitely take our time with things, and I think it shows in our music, to be honest.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it does show. I mean, of course it does. You don't get a sound like that without putting in some art. And like, you have to be critical of what you're putting out. There's so many local bands out there that have more potential, but if they, like if they worked on, they took a little more time to like, you know what I mean, make their shit good instead of just focusing on putting out, quantity and putting out, oh well, I'm gonna put out fucking 5 songs this month. Shit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You just slow down and fucking take it easy. Like, look at Anchor the Appetite. They fucking put out like what, a song, maybe 2 songs a year, and then they fucking kill it. But those songs kill it every fucking time. They're always perfect. They're always bangers. You know what I'm saying? Same with
Yeah,
you guys, because they
thank
would
you.
rather put out quality instead of fucking quantity. And
For sure, yeah.
that's where I've gotten with like my podcast too. You know what I mean? I don't want to be releasing a shitload of podcasts and stuff, all the time and stuff. Like, I'll take breaks for a long time. You don't even hear from me for a long time on social media or anything, because
Sure.
during that time period where nobody hears from me, I'm trying to think of like, what's the next step for my podcast? What can I do better? How can I improve this and that and shit like that? So
But you gotta keep this in mind, Sam. You gotta consistency is key instead of I've learned this the hard way. You don't want to take a long time away from something because people will forget about you, or they'll
yeah.
move on to the next thing because whenever
Oh,
you're doing something, someone's probably working just as hard as you, if not harder.
oh yeah, for sure. There's a lot
So
of people that work harder than look at
yeah, you want
Lobster
to
Party.
sure,
They're fucking
dude.
working way
Uh,
harder than I.
Yeah, you know those guys?
Yeah. So I had Sal on my podcast. Uh, he was on my podcast whenever I first started doing interviews and stuff like that. So
Sure.
that was before he did like Lobster Party and stuff. So yeah, I know.
Okay.
So I know Sal from that. I don't know
So
the other guy.
do you remember when they did that podcast about the scene?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were
You do
talking
remember
about
that?
you guys.
I guess. I don't really know any other pop punk bands in Arkansas, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't listen to that episode because I don't like drama, and there
Yeah.
was like so much drama revolving around it. I was like, I don't even want to really listen to this because it just seems negative already. And
Sure.
I'm not into that type of thing. I'm not into feeding into the drama. I don't like taking like part and that kind of shit within this. Like, I'll
No, I get
disassociate,
it.
before I take part in shit like that.
I I totally get it. I don't know. I just kind of think those guys like they have that what's that one guy's band's name? Son of Mars. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, Son of Mars.
I mean, that's a solid. From what I heard, that was pretty solid. But I
Yeah,
mean,
it was pretty solid.
as far as going on a podcast and just talking shit about your local scene when
Yeah,
you're trying to preach acceptance, it's just a no go for me, dude.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's not cool.
yeah, I don't know.
Um,
You can get mad all you want to that no one's coming out to your shows, but don't get mad that someone else is going out to another show. You know,
yeah, that's
That-
not.
like you can get mad and just be like mad that you're not promoting your shows and doing things properly to like actually make a good show. And I'm probably gonna get backlash for this. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
The the like I don't know. There's a lot of bands that just expect shit to come naturally. And if you're
Yeah,
not working towards something, you're not gonna achieve whatever you're trying to do.
yeah,
I mean, it's sometimes sure 1 in a million that shit happens. Like our Go for Gold's first show, I don't even know why so many people showed up. But if those people didn't show up, if those people didn't show up, I don't think Go for Gold would be as popular as we are in Arkansas now. But like
yeah,
we also know how to network. Like we have friends like Stan from Terminal Nation, good friend of mine. Corey from My Hands to Work, good friend of mine.
yeah.
And we're all really hard workers, you know?
Oh
And
yeah,
that's what we want. That's what we want to do is, continue to work towards the scene. But as if you just hop in a podcast one day and just be like, these bands are fucking terrible and people go out to support them,
oh god, yeah,
you're not going to receive a fucking, Nobel Peace Prize on your podcast, right?
yeah. No, I mean, I've never. Well, I haven't heard any bands that are terrible pop punk that I've been a part of it, and um, that's my opinion on it. The only that I'm gonna that you're gonna get
Okay,
out
I
of
get it.
me
I get
as
it.
far as that because no, I don't have any. I don't have any problem. Like I've interviewed, like I said, I've interviewed Sal from Lobster Party. I've interviewed fucking everybody. Like,
Sure.
but yeah, that's a lot of drama. And I'm like you. I don't see the point in fucking bitching. Like you don't see me bitching
Mhm.
like about oh well fuck Crashcast or something like that because they're doing better. Everybody watches their shit. Nobody watches mine. Like, no, dude,
Corey's
I
been
would
doing it
never
for a
do that.
long
Like, I
time.
support. I'm one of. I fucking watch every Crashcast episode, and I try and share. Like every time they fucking drop an episode, I share it to my podcast page. You know what I mean? Because
Sure.
I would rather show my support. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I have
I
a
don't know.
group
But
that
I
I
guess the
created for
the
like
final thing that I'm going to say about the whole lobster party thing, that part, I kind of went on a tangent there and I probably sound like an asshole. Final thing that I'm going to
no,
say
you're
about it.
fine, and I'm gonna say it too. I mean, I agree that that's not okay to like, you know what I mean, go on a podcast and like pretty much. explain or whatever. I mean, if that's like I said, I haven't listened to the episode, but if that's what happened or whatever, then I mean that's not cool. You know, thing that not okay. Uh, like it's not. It's just not cool. It doesn't put off a good image. Doesn't put off a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, I totally get it. I
because it
totally get
just
it.
seems negative to me. Seems negative, like a negative mindset for someone to have. So it honestly like kind of makes me like shit. You know, now I don't know how to feel like it. Damn, that's crazy. But what was you gonna say? I'm sorry I cut you off.
The final thing that I want to say, going towards the lobster party thing, you know, I probably shouldn't even say it. I stand by what I said earlier, but like at the end of the day, it's just like
Don't say that you think something might put off a bad image for you. You know what I mean?
I'm always careful with my words and like what I say is I'll stand by it. I'm not a hateful person by any means.
Yeah,
You know me. I'll like
yeah, you're a
I don't
good
know.
dude.
It's weird. It's just weird that you can, preach positivity and then immediately get on your podcast and just be hateful about it. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah,
It's just like don't like choose your words more carefully and actually put thought into what you're doing, you know?
yeah, exactly.
And like no hate towards those guys. I just think that was just completely out of left field when that podcast popped up. And
Yeah.
then the way that they handled the situation afterwards by just making another podcast and being like, we're not sorry, you know?
Oh
I
shit.
was like, okay, whatever. But I don't know. I don't know, whatever.
Glad I
That's
missed
kind of
that drama.
I I didn't even listen to it until someone brought it to my attention and then I don't know. It was just weird. The whole thing was weird.
Oh yeah. It sounds weird. It sounds like a weird thing.
Yeah. It wasn't for
Yeah.
me. If you know me, I'm not about drama like at all, but like I will
Yeah.
not shy away from like confronting somebody, which is probably one of my downfalls.
Yeah.
But
Well, you
yeah.
have to learn how
That's why
to.
Jared took the Gmail away from me. It's because I was just being an asshole to anybody that would
Oh
send me
God.
something.
You
But
was like he was like, well, we have to fucking stop this. Like
yeah,
you
I'm
are
pissed
no
off
longer
live
allowed on
randomly
the
people.
internet, Spencer.
Every
So
time someone would just be like, "Hey, do this," and I'd be like, "Suck it," you know. I would just say stupid shit
oh
back
my
to
God.
him.
So
I don't know.
what's the deal with what
Airline food?
rumors?
What do you mean?
Uh, what? Okay, so last time I watched, I think Crash Cast. Last time I saw you on
Oh,
Crash Cast,
yeah.
seemed like.
Okay.
So
So
I was like,
I
I was, what's that all about?
we tried to put a show there. Um, this is just kind of like the gist, just so you understand like what was going on.
Yeah.
We tried to put a show there. The dude sent an email back and was like, "Yeah, man, we'll put your show there. You assume all risks, but we want a minimum of 50% of the door." And I was just like, "Yeah,
Jesus
okay,
Christ,
yeah." And I
fifty
was like,
percent.
"Okay, yeah, 50% is a little steep, you know. I
Yeah,
think 30% would probably be a more doable number. But if I'm assuming all the risk of paying for the band to come see me and buying, uh, or I guess paying security for the night, then there's no way in hell I'm paying you 50% of the door and paying 2 to 4K for whatever package I'm bringing, you know."
yeah,
Yeah. And that the package
crazy.
was, I believe, Knocked Loose.
Yeah,
That tour. We were supposed to have a Knocked Loose tour there, and
yeah.
yeah, so that's what happened.
Well,
Yeah,
that sucks.
it's whatever though. Yeah,
Expensive, 50. Wow,
yeah,
they
fifty
think
percent is
highly
pretty
of their
hefty.
self.
I don't know. I mean, it's a great venue. Love the venue.
Yeah.
50% is a little steep. Would I ever put a show somewhere for 50%? No,
Ooh,
absolutely not.
doesn't
Especially if I'm
seem
assuming all the risks.
doesn't seem fair.
I mean, if it was a straight door deal, sure. But even at that point, like if I'm doing a door deal, then the band has to take percent of the door, and then I don't get anything at that point. It's just like giving,
Really?
yeah. So that's whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm over that whole thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I was just wondering what it was all about because I was like, damn. I wanted
Yeah,
to
luckily
wanted to
there's
ask.
venues like Vino's and Whitewater and stuff like that that will
So, what's your favorite
absolutely.
venue to play at?
Vino's will always have like a home for me. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Vino's gave me my first sold out show ever played. Um, Vino's is the first place I ever cried on stage.
Yeah.
Vino's is like the first place that I felt like I was a part of making, because when we did the show, rebuild the
Yeah.
stage show with all those cool bands, it was just there's been a lot of like cool things that happened for me there. So I think Vino's in Little Rock will always be a staple for me.
Oh yeah. Sure. So, have y'all like how many have y'all done tours like outside of Arkansas and stuff?
We've only played Tulsa and Denton, so
Okay.
Oklahoma and Texas. I don't think we've played anywhere else. We've done Little Rock, Hot Springs, Rogers, or Fayetteville or something, and Tulsa and Denton. And then we had some more shows lined up, and then COVID took it out of us, and
Yeah.
now we're getting ready to do it again, man. We got our first like month in 2022 is going to be like 6 states or something like that, 7 states.
Yeah. So, which which one of those cities has been like like the most memorable out of that tour? Where
Oh,
you,
dude. I think Denton, we played this pizza shop
yeah.
in Denton called fuck, if Kurt was here, he'd know. Anyways, it's in like the basement of this pizza shop,
Yeah.
and it's I don't know, like this long alleyway of a room, and they're like that's actually where my Go4Spenser logo comes from, that picture where with my
Yeah.
fucking horn thing.
Okay.
Um, but so they had like the roof of the basement down there was like right here. And if you've ever been to a Go for Gold show, like everything that I do is I just jump around and just
Yeah.
like start
And
doing
you're
like whatever I
fucking
can.
you're a tall dude.
Yeah, exactly. I'm 6'3",
Yeah,
and
Jesus.
the ceiling for this place was like 6'7", so I had like
Yeah.
4 inches above my. It
Yeah,
was
cause
bad,
I'm
man.
5'11", and when I first met you for this first time, I was like looking up at you, and I was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, I'm a big boy, man, big boy.
Yeah.
But I think Denton, as far as memorable shows go, the out of state. But I don't think I'll ever forget our first show we ever played, because like it was the
Yeah.
biggest show, the biggest crowd I've ever played to. The first show that we played as Go for Gold, it was like 140 people or something like that,
Nice.
and we what was it? I just like had this like ego that
Really?
yeah, it was just weird. Looking back on it now, it's probably the most cringy shit like that I've ever done. But like
Yeah.
I remember watching it back and it immediately humbling me, and I was just like, nah, dude, you're not cool. So I just went back to being myself. So it was like funny as shit. But
Yeah.
I was being like super modest about it, but all my friends were like hyping me up, being like, dude, you killed that. It was like it's like it wasn't me. So like after watching it, it's like I'm just kind of myself on stage now, and people seem to enjoy our shows a lot more now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of me being this like person on stage, it's like, what's up?
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Just be yourself. So that's the best way to go about life. Is like authenticity means so much. Means authenticity is more important than just putting on a fucking show. Thing or playing your
Sure.
persona just because you think it's gonna get people to like you more or something. And people can sense when you're things like that. They can tell. Your audience can tell. You know what I mean? And some people will fucking like it, and some people won't like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just. I would rather have people like me for rather than like me for a persona that I fucking put on for a podcast, whatever. You know what I mean? I smoke
Yeah.
weed and stuff like that on my podcast because that's me. I smoke weed in real life. I fucking enjoy it. I'm a big medical marijuana advocate. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
If people don't like it, I mean, I could care less, honestly. You know,
Yeah.
like,
I get it.
oh yeah, because I got way more fucking people that like me and enjoy my podcast ever.
So like I don't know, when I first started streaming, I tried to be like a different person too. And like
Ah,
as it's
yeah,
progressed, like I was holding like 2 or 3 viewers, and they were just my friends. But like now, I'm doing a little bit better, and I'm just like being just just me. Like I just kind of turn a camera on, and then I guess people just seem to like that. So
yeah,
that's uh that's just how
yeah.
my progression has gone. I
I
really
mean, you're
I don't
you're
know.
killing it though with that. I mean, so how long did it take
Thank you,
you to
man.
get affiliate?
I got affiliate in like a week, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
hell
think when I
yeah.
first started on Twitch, I found out the rules, and then like a week later, I was affiliated because I had like I remember asking. I just posted a status, and at the time, Go for Gold was doing really well, so I posted a status like, "Hey, I started streaming on Twitch. If you want to come in, say hello, and talk to me while I'm streaming, that'd be awesome." And I got a shit ton of followers off that. Like, I think it was like my first 75 followers came from just that status. Like all these people
Oh,
just
nice.
straight came and followed me. But keep in mind, it was just people that like to Go for Gold, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
not actually people that come to watch Twitch streams. Like people just made accounts and followed me, and that was like the end of it. And I remember
yeah,
having to ask like 2 of my friends to open my stream and just keep it on in the background, and so
yeah,
I could hit those 3 average viewers. And
hell yeah.
uh, yeah, and I just streamed for a couple hours a day, and then hit affiliate in like a week, and here I am now.
That's awesome. Shout out to those people that fucking helped you. Who were they? Who helped you?
I think Kurt might have been one of them, and
Nice.
my buddy Nick, Father Moon, in my channel.
Hell
He was
yeah.
always he told me that I would never make it as far as I have, and I think that's why I kept going with it, just because. But it's like, yeah,
I
you're not
think
gonna.
I think you have the potential to get partner.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, I do. I do. I believe in you.
Partner's pretty hard. I have a lot of friends that Kurt's Legend, and so is Nick. I just saw that in your channel
Yeah, I
there.
just saw that too. Yeah,
Scalige, I love you,
Skolegi.
dude.
Yeah, I was sitting here.
Yeah.
How do I pronounce that? Skolegi. So yeah, everybody, thanks for the chatters in the channel too. I'm just if I'm not ignoring you guys, thank you for the views. Scully G, I've seen you up in the chat and stuff. I've just been trying to focus on talking to Spencer and stuff. Cool dude.
What are we
Thanks for
talking
the
about?
chatters. Jerfus, I see you with the toast. Uh,
Um, Fuck.
but anyways, yeah, shout out to those guys for helping you, and they are
That's really fucking.
legends for that. You know what I'm saying? Getting you up there
Yeah.
to affiliate.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, I definitely love those guys. There was a time where I almost quit streaming because Nick and I were like in an argument about something, and he was like, "Yeah, he was like, you're just paying too much attention to like other things," and I was just like, "Well, fuck, dude, I'll just stop streaming. I'd rather play games." And then eventually, I just got back on streaming, and me and him played games and stuff. It was like I worried too much about content creation than my friends, and that kind of like fucked for a second. So
Uh,
yeah, you get that millionaire mindset where you're just like, I want to keep trying to make money
pushing,
off of
pushing.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, so using really a grind mode once you hit affiliate, that really probably hit that
yeah,
spark. Like, okay, I'm gonna fucking take this serious shit and like just grind.
Yeah, absolutely. It did.
That shit happens. Shit, and that's I enjoy that grind, like grinding shit out. Like I
Sure.
can enjoy it in a way, but I still try to. I mean, like I still try to, even though I enjoy that and it doesn't really bother me, or whatever. I still try and make time for like to talk to my friends, whatever. Make time
Oh
for
yeah.
my kids and my wife and stuff. But
I'm
like,
really bad about starting a stream and then telling myself, "All right, I'll get done with this stream by the
yeah,
time it's time for my girlfriend to, go to bed and get ready for work the next morning and stuff." So I'm really bad about like ending stream before I get to talk to her, and we don't live together, so it like makes it a little bit like more difficult. So like I try to call her every night before she goes to bed, tell her I love her and all that stuff.
yeah,
But that's like the hardest part for me as a streamer is finding time for other people and also trying to make content for the people that aren't as much in my life, like IRL as far as that goes.
yeah.
But
So it's
the show, man.
juggling that kind of.
Yeah. It's not really a challenge. It's just like that's just one of the obstacles as far as streaming goes for me.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. But I mean, Scology says no probs, bro. And and I think that's how most people feel. Is how like like Skull EG. I feel the same way. Like we know that you're fucking grinding like that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You're doing something positive. Like I think streaming
Sure.
is a positive thing to do. And like uh, good man.
Thanks. I appreciate it,
I
man.
mean, you're doing a really good job with it. I mean, the work that you put into it. So, did like learning OBS, was that hard for you, or did you already have a little bit of experience with OBS before you just jumped into it, or what?
No, I had no experience, but I mean, I've over the almost 2 years that I've been on,
Yeah.
Twitch and fucking with OBSs and stuff is like, I just watched a lot of YouTube videos in my downtime. Every time I'd click on somebody else's stream, I was just like, "How do I make my stream look like that?" So I'd spend hours on hours
Yeah.
on trying to make sure that there's no pixels that are fucked up, like on and I still run into problems now, but it's mostly just a issue with exterior devices. Like I run an AC unit, like a heavy duty AC unit off the side over here that the same outlet my PC's plugged into. So a lot of power is
Oh,
drawn from that thing when it's on. And when it's super hot outside, my room gets fucking baked. So I have to have that thing like running constantly or else I'm dying in here. Um, but yeah, it draws a lot of power from my PC, so I'm not able to do a lot of streaming stuff or graphic card intensive things. So
yeah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, you definitely got a. I feel that I'm running a shitty setup. Shitty setup.
what do you mean?
Dude,
I
I've got
started
a
out with a
GT
PlayStation
710.
camera.
I've got a GT 710 GPU
Hmm.
and a i5 4950 or some shit like that CPU. Uh
Yeah. Do you run an actual desktop or do you run a laptop?
no, it's a desktop.
Okay.
Just a shitty desktop.
No, I
Um
get it.
but yeah, no, I need to upgrade. Oh, I fried it. I had so much shit going on the other night. I was in the middle of a stream and my fucking computer just went rainbow screen and like I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like where the lines are. You know how like an
No,
old
I
TV
understand.
when it
Yeah.
would go out? Yeah, that shit happened, and everything just shut down, dude. It was
uh,
bad. Yeah, I overheated it. I was running like 20 different fucking things, plus a fucking game, plus my stream, and had it overclocked way too high. So I overclocked it like twice the amount of the recommendations by NVIDIA, and ran it like that for about a week, and just like it was doing fine. One day it was just like crashed. Like, you gotta be careful with overclocking. Shit can be scary.
No, dude, I get it. I totally get it. I have a 3060 in mine. I just recently got that, but
Alright. Do you have it overclocked or anything like that?
I don't know what that means, so probably not.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's okay, yeah, yeah. You don't need to fucking overclock that GPU anyways. Like, it's so like that's a good fucking GPU. So like, yeah, you don't need to do that. Overclocking is just where you're where you're allowing your GPU to draw more power and stuff. Um, for like so you can do it, runs smoother and stuff. Like, if I don't overclock mine, all the games that I play will be real laggy and stuff, and like
Yeah.
spotty. Won't do good. Like, I won't be able to stream a lot of shit. So like, I have to fucking have it overclocked. Just, if you overclock it too much, you could fry your shit, and like, it was scary. I might have had a heart attack. I was like, I gotta go smoke a cigarette, and I sat outside and smoked like half a pack before I came in, and like
Ew.
started up my computer to make sure it was okay. I was like, I crossed my fucking finger. Like, I
What kind
thought
of
I was.
camera do you use?
You said what?
What kind of camera do you use?
Camera?
Hmm.
So I use a Galaxy A20.
Oh, you use your phone?
Well, yeah, I use my old phone. I have an iPhone 11
Really?
Pro for my phone that I have now. So I upgraded to the 11 Pro, and then I still had that old Galaxy, and I was like, it has two cameras on it, and it shoots in 4K. So I was like, it's a fucking. I don't want to have to go and buy a webcam. So I was like, this fucking phone like can just be for a webcam. So I wiped everything off of it, factory reset the phone, and like I downloaded a app called Arian webcam. It's completely free. Download it
Right.
on
Yeah. Yeah.
your phone and on your computer, and I use it like that. And so it's it's a good setup. And then I have like a ring light that's got like the phone holder for a mount for it.
Oh
So
yeah, 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 sick.
yeah.
So that's why I use the Walmart stacks. It's kind of like a diffuser. That way it's not like super harsh, for like glasses as far as that goes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try that because I wear glasses too. So
You
and
also
I'm
use
sitting
tissue
here
paper. That's
constantly
another one.
looking at this beam of light coming in through my glasses and shit. I'm like, I'm talking to you and I'm trying to ignore this shit. So, but I'm pretty used to it. Because I mean I've been doing like the podcast and shit so long now. I'm used to having a microphone right in my face and
Yeah.
all that stuff. It doesn't bother me anymore. It used to. It was like it's something that you have to get used to.
Yeah, I just ordered a new microphone, a new arm, and all that stuff, and I'm
Really.
finally going to and I'm super excited. I mean, it's the Shure SM7B is the one that I ordered, but
Oh my
it's the
fucking god, you lucky son of a bitch.
why?
I'm
Why do you mean?
envious right now.
Why? It's
That
not
is
that cool. I mean,
that's a good fucking microphone. Fucking
it's a great microphone, yeah,
four
especially for
hundred
like
dollars worth of fucking great microphone. Like,
yeah, I spent 440 on it after tax. So
ah, dude,
uh,
that's so
I like
fucking awesome.
get you a what's it called? Sweetwater card. That's what I did. I got a Sweetwater card, ordered a new guitar, ordered a new amp, ordered a new microphone, just kind of hanging out, doing my own thing. I'm probably about to start introducing music into my stream as well, instead of just being like
Ooh,
a musical person. So I might be
oh,
doing
I
like
want to hear about
music
that.
on streams.
So, what's your plans for that? You gotta tell us, man.
I'll probably do a like a switch camera view I might actually get an actual camera for it too. That way it can be, like super high quality and
Yeah.
um so I don't know if you're familiar with the dude from Trivium, whatever his name is, Trevor or whatever. He streams on Twitch and I caught a couple clips of his stuff on TikTok and I was just like I could do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was like, he's just literally just building songs and just talking over stuff that he's doing. And it's like, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing I do with video games. I just don't have content to do anymore. And, like the songs that I do write in my room, I could easily just do that here on Twitch. And if people want to hang out and watch, then that's
Oh
cool.
yeah, for
People
sure.
don't.
So do you
But yeah,
watch Tanuki Dan?
yeah, Dan's a good pal.
So that's kind of like what he does. So are you? I mean, is that kind of like the same concept? Because you know how he brings out his guitar and plays songs times.
So yeah, his are mostly for some sort of congratulations, or a thank
Yeah,
you type deal. Mine would just be like full dedicated music streams where I build songs and um
but letting people see your process of
yeah, just
music
hanging
like
out.
live. Yeah, go
Mm.
through the process with you. That's That's a fucking good. That is really fucking smart. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah,
yeah, because that's interactive for your. You know what I mean? Them or the people that watch you on Twitch or wherever, or that know you from Twitch. You know what I mean? It gives them new content they've never seen, like from you before, because they might not know a lot about your music. Like your fan base for your local audience. Then it gives your local audience something to fucking like. Yeah, that's big. Because your local audience that might not be big into games and shit will definitely tune into a stream about music, you know what I mean, and like watch you go through that process. Yeah, that's fucking smart, dude. I think that's probably one of the best fucking thing. That's a good fucking idea. I'd
yeah,
be
dude.
down to
Thank you.
watch it too. Like, I wanna fucking chill with you while you're going through the process, bro.
Yeah, and most of the time it's probably not even gonna be like good music. It'll probably just be like, this is fun. I'm high,
Like, I'm just
I'm
gonna
just gonna be
start a
chilling.
stream and put out a bunch of terrible shit.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm sure it's gonna be great. Like, I don't think that I've heard you do. I don't think I've seen you do anything that's just been terrible. And I'm not just trying to kiss your ass or whatever just 'cause you're on my fucking podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I legitimately fucking enjoy the shit that I see you put out, and like
Mm,
so I would love to watch a stream though where you're actually like, writing songs.
for
That's
sure.
that's fucking dope. Like, I would keep that up going even if I wasn't watching, just for like fucking background music and shit while I'm doing laundry. You know? I'd
Yeah.
fucking walk around with your stream going in my pocket at work and shit instead of listening to Spotify. But fuck it, Go4Spenser's live while I'm fucking working. I'm gonna put that shit on. You know what I mean? Spotify can fuck off for a while.
Yeah, it would also kinda, like, force you to, be, I don't know the word really, just to be creative, outside of your time to actually be creative. Like, if
Yeah,
you just sit down and you're just hanging out with people and you have something to fiddle with, like playing on
yeah,
piano, playing on a guitar, you could find something while you're talking and just be like, "Oh, that's sick." I can't tell you how many of my musician friends will just sit there and, like, have a conversation with me while they're playing guitar and play the same riff for, like, 45 fucking minutes. So
yeah,
just imagine, like, if they could have an outlet of actually writing while they're having the conversation. I think that could be, like, a
yeah,
whole new wave of stuff, right? I mean, I don't see many people do it. I just know that Trevor, or I don't know what his name is, the dude from Trivium. I just assume it's Trevor because Triv.
yeah,
But the I don't know. I just saw his clips and I was just like, that looks sick. I could probably do something like that. So I'm trying to work that in right now. I just ordered a new face cam too. So not a
yeah.
webcam. It is.
I'm man, my hat's off to you because I'm terrible at like watching streams that I should be watching to take advice from. I'm terrible at that, dude. Like, I need to get on Twitch and fucking look at like other podcasters that are doing the same kind of stream I am.
Yeah, and I
You know what I
actually
mean?
just talked to Corey from Crashcast, and I have some ideas that I think would actually like boost his stuff around and maybe drive some more traffic to his YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. Like, he should. Has he thought about like doing the Discord? If you look at my Discord, I have like I have a spot that's for specifically for like ideas and feedback and shit like that. And I made that room or that channel right there. I made that for like my audience to like give them a place where like if they have questions for like the guests stuff like that, they can go and hey leave your questions or whatever for the next guest and ideas and feedback, and I'll be sure to like ask and give you a shout out or blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So like that's a
Sure.
like doing stuff like that, it definitely helps. Discord definitely fucking helps. Like so since I've been a part of Discord, I've been making a lot more friendships and stuff that are gonna be last, and that really that's the main thing that builds podcast is building friendship stuff. I think that's what
Yeah.
it's all about. I look at it as more building friendships than looking. Blah, there I fucking go now. Looking at it like a business or whatever, you know what I mean, or like um like I'm looking at like I'm making a friend right now talking to you rather than this is a fucking a business something
Right.
to help our channel or whatever. But I mean that is what that is part of it is to help our channels grow and stuff like that and collaborate and shit. But it's more of like friendships and stuff, and that goes back to like what we was talking about with authenticity. Man, like fucking, it's more authentic when you're building friendships than it is when you're like, you know, like if I was to have you on just for solely like have my standard fucking podcast questions and like go through my list and then like okay we're ending this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right now I hadn't even fucking really been watching this, like I don't even, we've been recording for an hour and 57 minutes, holy shit. See, first time I fucking looked at that, and like I'm not like I just have OBS open, so like, I don't use my web browser to moderate like any stuff because
Sure.
you can do all that shit through OBS. Like I watch my chat and my followers. That's it. So I can see if somebody follows me. I can see who's chatting in chat. That's all you really. So I'm
Yeah. I
assuming
mean,
that what you do, you use OBS to monitor your followers and your chat while you're streaming.
I use Streamlabs, yeah, and I keep the
Oh, so you
activity
use
up
Streamlabs
on there.
OBS then.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. Nice. So, I mean, do you like that platform?
The broadcasting software, yeah, I like that one. It's a little CPU intensive, but other than that, it's
Yeah.
great. I love it. I think it's super. The UI is super friendly, and I don't know. I don't have any problems with it. Like I wouldn't. I've seen people use OBS, and OBS just doesn't look as nice as Streamlabs, in my opinion. So
Yeah. Yeah, so I use OBS, but everybody's told me that Streamlabs you can't do much with it. And yeah, so like from what I've taken from what people have told me and stuff like that and talking to others stuff um that are a lot bigger than me is like you can do more with OBS and it's like a little more professional, but it's harder to learn because of that, you know what I'm saying?
right,
And like yeah, you can do more with it, but it's like learning how to do that shit with it is like more intense, than Streamlabs. OBS Streamlabs makes it a little bit easier for the user to, to do certain things. stuff, which is
Just
cool.
like you've seen my stream. I don't have any like super
Oh,
bad
mine's
problems with it.
terrible. See mine right now.
Yours
Like
not.
my chroma key
It,
all fucked up.
yeah, the chroma key is a little off, but other than that, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with it. You could probably full screen the Discord instead of showing channels and stuff, but
Yeah,
which is
probably so. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with my chroma key. It's gotten worse since the stream's been going on. Like, I don't even
yeah.
know like how the fuck that happened. Like, it's just it's a weird thing. There we
Feel
go.
that.
Better.
Way better, man. Way better.
Yeah. So like, I didn't even know that was going on. Like, I'm sitting here watching you on Discord, but yeah, but anyways, um, so shit, I'm gonna wrap it up. Do you have any links you want to drop? Any fucking, you know, um,
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Go4Spenser on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Go4Spenser on Twitter. GOFOR Spencer. And then on Twitter, it's the number 4. I mean, not Twitter, but Instagram is the number 4. Follow me on Twitch, TTV/Go4Spencer, the number 4. Other than that, listen to Go for Gold. Check out Sam Smith Audio Show. You know,
thank you.
put
I
it on a
appreciate
t-shirt, man.
that. Hey everybody, so I'm gonna hop out of here. Smash that fucking like button, follow button, or whatever the fuck button it is on whatever platform you're using. Just smash it, and I'd highly appreciate it. You know what? I already appreciate you, fam, if you fucking smashed it or thought about smashing. Peace.